Good evening, I hope everyone's well today. Thank you for watching, it is appreciated as always. We're getting more cancelled elections, local elections next year by the look of it. Now this has been all over the headlines over the past few days, so I wanted to make a video about it. So here we go. Millions more people face having their local elections delayed for a second year as part of Labour's effort to reorganise local government. Ministers will ask Tory-controlled county councils whether they want to suspend elections in their areas until 2027. The government is set to postpone those who agree to do so in January, and I believe the cut-off is in the 15th of January. So that's the first part of things here. Only dictators cancel elections, or people that are running scared. Of course, I am a cynic, and your mileage may vary on that point. Take my area, for example, Halton Borough Council. It isn't one of the areas that is going to get an election cancelled next year because I believe our local elections are until 2027 anyway. But the picture's pretty much the same all over the country. The legacy parties are running scared. Now, if you have a look at my local council in Runcorn, or Halton, which includes Widnes, there's 54 seats. It's Labour run and Labour led, and it looks like it's going to fall to reform in 2027. This is a similar story all over the country. Now, what they're trying to do is they're trying to reorganise and restructure the local authorities into larger areas. And I've got a major issue with this. I'm in Runcorn, I'm in Cheshire, I'm not in Merseyside, I'm not in Liverpool. My council is part of a larger unitary authority, the Liverpool City region. So for electoral purposes, even though I'm in Cheshire, hence the handle of this channel, Cheshire Cat Musings, they say I'm part of Liverpool. I'm not a Scouser. I will never be a Scouser. I take umbrage at that. I am proudly from Cheshire, to the point that when I send letters, I specifically put the county as Cheshire because I am not in Merseyside, and I'll never agree to that. And it's part of the deconstruction of the old British state that started under New Labour, Tony Blair's New Labour. So this actually started, I believe the minister in charge at the time was Liz Breers, and that was, as I say, between 1997 and 2010. They started dismantling this, the local county councils into these larger city regions, and what it actually does is it strips away power from the local communities into the larger city areas, which are predominantly Labour voting. And this is a major issue, because when it comes to elections and how money is distributed and spent, the local councils aren't going to get a look in. It's always going to be what the city wants, which suits Labour, and it suits their needs down to the ground, the ethnic minorities that have been dispersed into the major urban centres all over the United Kingdom. Of course it suits their needs, and it suits their demographic, but it doesn't suit people like me, the indigenous white British people that have been displaced from the larger cities into the smaller towns. It does nothing for us. So it's not about even the restructuring. You can't even get on board that side of it and say, well, listen, it's going to work out for us in the end, because it really isn't. It's about stripping power away from local people, in my view. We're going to get into the story now. The elections watchdog has criticised the government for offering to consider delaying 63 local council elections next year. As five authorities confirmed to Sky News they would ask for postponement. On Thursday, hours before Parliament began its Christmas recess, the government revealed that councils were being sent a letter asking if they thought elections should be delayed in their areas due to challenges around delivering local government reorganisation plans. The chief executive of the Electoral Commission, I can't even pronounce that foreign name, said that has hit out at the government on Friday, saying that he was concerned that some elections have been postponed, have already been delayed or deferred from 2025. He went on to say, "We are disappointed by the timing and substance of the statement. Scheduled elections, as a rule, should go ahead as planned and only postponed in exceptional circumstances. He said in a statement, decisions on any postponements will not be taken until mid-January, less than 3 months before the scheduled elections are due to begin. Okay, then we get on to this bit here. Let's just have a look now. The 5 councils that have confirmed they'll be seeking postponements were Blackburn and Darwen Council, which is Labour, Chorley Borough Council, Labour, East Sussex County Council, Tory minority, Hastings Borough Council, Green minority, West Sussex County Council, Tory. The councils in Chorley, East and West Sussex have decided prior to Thursday's government announcement that they would request a delay. Obviously, Nigel Farage isn't happy with this, and he's hit out and said, "Turkeys don't vote for Christmas. Tory councils look to collude with Labour to keep their control in 2020 until 2027. Only Banana Republic ban elections, and that's what they have done under Starmer. Kemi Badenoch must instruct her council leaders to allow elections to go ahead," which I don't think is likely. The Tories are in the doghouse, Labour are in the doghouse. Lest I remind you that after World War II, we held a general election all over this United Kingdom within 2 months. It doesn't take 2 years to reorganise governments. As I say, the cynic in me tells me that Labour and Keir Starmer know their goose is cooked, and turkeys don't vote for Christmas. They know they are going to be out on their ear. I think Keir Starmer is just playing for time. I don't think he's long for this world as Prime Minister. He's lost the support of a major trade union, and that's usually the death knell in the coffin of a Prime Minister, especially a Labour Prime Minister. Your mileage may vary. You may think that it's perfectly legitimate and reasonable that Labour is cancelling democracy. I don't. I don't agree with the restructuring of the local authorities into larger areas, and I do not agree with cancelling elections. Me personally, I've always voted local and the European and national elections. I've never not once voted. I suggest everybody does the same to send Labour a message. They are running scared. If you look at this latest poll, Labour are in the doghouse, Reform are still in the lead, and that shows no sign of changing. Now, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, give me a like and subscribe, do all that good juice, and I'll see you in the next video. You have a good day.